Bones. What are they? Where do they come from? What do they sound like? Back in like February, I showed a friend this PVC overtone flute I made. And he made some kind of jokey offhand comment like, next thing we know, you'll be making flutes out of bones. Well, that sounded like a challenge to me, so while So yeah, this video's about making flutes out of deer bones. It's not like a tutorial, but I will be sure to tell you what I was doing, so if you're interested, you can do that. Now I'm gonna talk a bit about the process, then we're gonna talk about, how to make good music with them. Now I'm rambling and wasting time, so, let's hop into it. Resolving to make flutes out of deer bones, I texted my buddy Connor and was like, hey, do you happen to know where I could find some deer bones? Turns out he just had like deer legs. If you don't want to see like actual roadkill deer legs, I would skip to this time.
This particular one was roadkill that we had in the nursery that we were eating for a couple days. We are boiling water to strip the meat off the bones.
The thing is, we really didn't want to stink up Connor's kitchen, so we settled for boiling the water inside and then pouring all the hot water onto the bones in a bucket outside and soaking them a little and scraping them off by hand. And, well, it was a nasty process, especially given it being February when we did that.
Alright, how do you feel?
I feel great. I feel like we were making the best deer-like flutes that either of us have ever made.
But the thing is, it didn't even work out that well, and we ended up waiting till it got warmer outside, and then over several summer nights, we sat around a bonfire boiling bones in a sap bucket. In a water and bleach solution. It was ready to get hands-on. So we got our tools together, a saw, a nice solid knife, a drill, making those finger holes, sandpaper and steel wool, files for shaping the mouthpiece. Shaping the mouthpiece is where the magic happens. That's the secret sauce that makes the flute come to life. Sanded them down good and proper to get a nice clean surface. We didn't want to over-sand them. Little tool markings or abnormalities of the bone I wanted to kind of keep in there. You carve a little notch out at the top, not exactly sure the best way to do that.
Yeah, it's an angle thing. I think I gotta angle it out a little bit deeper.
Like most things with this project, just kind of feel it out with your heart.
Downright eerie, son.
Right? Woo! I feel pretty excited. We actually have results.
We used an instrument tuner to check the pitch and then cut off the bottom until it was raised to the pitch we wanted, felt out where the holes felt comfortable, and just drilled them in nice and small and made each hole gradually bigger until it sounded cool. With this one, rather than space the holes where they felt right, I tried to model it after a tin whistle, and I'm not really happy with how it turned out, so just go with your gut, man. Getting the notch right is definitely the hardest part. It's a vicious cycle of it not being very good, perfecting it and saying that's great, but I can make it a little bit better, and then you ruin it, and then you start it all over and over again.
Oh, a blacksmith quartered me 9 months and better.
Yeah, so the flute I was working on just got a big old crack down the middle. What I want to do is fit the wire in the crack, put in a bunch of like epoxy or super glue or something, seal it in.
Just kind of made a little groove around the whole epoxy in there just to finish the job.
It's pretty good.
Nice damage control.
The fun thing is if you do the mouthpiece right, you can get the higher pitches by overblowing it, which is just, blowing hard. Honestly, mine didn't turn out that great, but I think Connor's turned out really nicely. I love the tone on that.
It's very clear.
And we made sure to do this outside because if bone dust gets in your lungs, that's very bad news. Sawing, sanding bone makes a lot of bone dust, so do it outside. But also like 2020, COVID, we ain't hanging out inside. So I figure there's basically 2 main ways to use these in a recording project. The first, which I thought would be the most fun, would just be to play it as a flute, Not everything's completely in tune with each other, and some of the rhythms might be a little funky. But I don't know, I like it. Gets the point across. I think it'll be nice. it actually is pretty hard to make a usable instrument with bones. I guess it takes practice, time, and finesse to get one that sounds nice, get it so that it plays notes in tune. Also, the technique to play them. You know, it's not like a recorder where you just blow into it. Well, I'm exhausted. It's like a week into the month of December. I started this project in February. That's 10 months. I thought I would be done by now, as you probably could tell from the talking bits that I recorded weeks ago. This last freaking song is stumping me. I started by recording the acoustic guitar, and I didn't stick to a metronome because I thought that would make it more organic and lifelike. You might be seeing where this is going. Messing with the tempo with solo guitar can be a fun way to add a dynamic feel, you know, like Mississippi John Hurt or something, but for a bedroom producer, it sucks. And it's all gone to shambles whenever I try to add percussion. I recorded some bass guitar. I realized that this tune, Kingsfold, is basically the same tune Shirley Collins and the Albion Country Band used for the song Maria Martin. The good news is that the song, as a bone flute proof of concept, is a rousing success. I wanted to see how it would sound sampled and played through a keyboard, and it sounds so good. Just listen to this. Now we've got our vintage film about some drama about a saint who died or something. But it's about time I just finish this sucker up, because you don't get better at things through sheer willpower. You get better at things through repetition. So gotta finish this so I can start another damn project, you know? There's already so many smart and talented people online. This channel is more about learning than knowing. For instance, this tune I'm working on, it's not only Kingsfold and Murder of Maria Martin, but Star of the County Down, which is a famous song. I feel like I should have known that. I know now, so I'm still learning things, but once I know things and am an expert in stuff, I will be unstoppable. It's tambo time. I'm not a huge fan of the bang on guitar percussion thing, but it gets the job done. Dog, the sun sets early in November. But yeah, dear bone flutes. So this whole video has been a messy, chaotic project that's taken like over 9 months to make, so probably not gonna be my best quality video, but it's been a ton of fun trying something weird and fun and unique and hanging out with my friends and watching the seasons turn. So yeah, if you like folk music and stuff, stick around. I got a couple more videos in the works that I don't think are gonna take like 9 months this time, so also, you can follow me on Instagram if you want. I don't know, it's pretty casual, mostly like pictures of my cat and me goofing off with instruments and stuff, but it's how I like to keep people appraised on my projects. So, yeah. Look how long my fingers are. Bye. It's hard to wave with these things, my goodness.